Hello and welcome to Cinema Bing Bong, the only podcast that is back now. Back for season 2. We've returned. We harrowed hell. We went down through the depths of darkness and despair, and we've emerged from the other side, triumphant and radiant with light. It's about movies. I am your host, Amelia. And this is your other host, Rebecca. Hey, Rebecca, what's up?
It was only Amelia who went into the depths.
Well, you were on holiday in Australia.
What?
That could also metaphorically be described as, traveling into the darkness.
In the last 6 months, I went to Australia for 5 days. Something.
Come on. It was 3 days, 3 times or something.
Yeah, it was 3 days, 3 times. But that wasn't why we didn't do the podcast.
That was my impression for a little while, and then I realised that I was that I was also the issue.
Well, Rebecca went to Australia that weekend, so there was
well, it's hard,
no podcast. Or did you want to talk about the whole?
No, I don't want to talk about that. But yeah, I don't know. Basically, the podcast, the podcast. We love the podcast. The podcast's great. And then
we never hated the podcast.
And then I had some troubles with my house, which made me stressed. And then being stressed gave me a flare up in my chronic illness. And then having a flare up in my chronic illness made me more stressed. And so I was kind of walking around everything's terrible. And I couldn't really do the podcast for a little while. But now I'm feeling a lot better.
You were the only people who make sense to me are the people on the bus.
I did say
we're all best friends.
And
then other stuff I'm crying on the bus. I'm gonna throw up on the bus. I've gone blind because I got new glasses and I've gone on the bus.
The being blind happened recently. I've been fine being blind. I've taken up a regime of swimming.
Regime.
It was prescribed by my specialist doctor, and I've started reading a lot of books about communism, and that's also helped a lot. Yeah.
I got a new phone.
That's
and it keeps automatically summarizing all of Amelia's messages about the communist books.
The betrayal of the SDA will not be.
It's maybe I'll try and read one. Okay, you vamp.
All right. We've got a lot of exciting things to talk about today, because basically it's the end of the year. So we're going to be summing up a little bit about what we enjoyed in film this year, and then probably a little bit about what was kind of a bit of a letdown. Rebecca, have you found an AI summary yet?
Yeah, okay, the most recent one, this is from the 30th of November. The Last Satirist says, inquiry about the identity of the last satirist.
Okay, interesting.
It's just sort of like that every day. Oh, okay, here's one. The Last Satirist references a claim, its attribution to Queen Vic, and its potential inaccuracy.
Oh, that was about lying back and thinking of England.
Oh, yeah, that was about lying back and thinking of England.
But yeah, Rebecca, I thought we could start by just going through a bunch of controversies that we missed out over the past 6 months, and just lightning fast, some quick takes on them. Obviously, we've learned so far that you're pro AI. I'm
pro AI.
I'm anti AI personally.
I didn't get the settlement though.
Oh damn!
That some people got because my book didn't come out early enough.
Oh what?
But also, I feel sad that they never ask me. Every time there's something comes up in the media where they're New Zealand authors who were published internationally, which is only Catherine Chidgey. We spoke to her. Like, what about me? Speak to me. I'm not doing anything. Okay, one more like crossover AI summary plus current events. Australia, what the fuck? Dog races joining brain drain? Now dog races have options.
Okay, I have no idea. No
Oh, that wasn't
memory
you.
of that.
Okay, that's why. Oh, here we go. Questions about present attack of retro plane and German rearmament.
Yep, there you go. That's what I've been.
That's you.
Yeah, that's me. First controversy, getting off Spotify. What's the ethical alternative to Spotify? My take, get back into CDs. Otherwise, I think just use any other streaming service. I genuinely do think Spotify is more evil. Come at me. I don't care.
Than Apple Music.
Yeah. I mean, it's not that Apple Music is not evil. I just think Spotify is like...
Is the most evil
Is
one.
like a uniquely pernicious company.
But someone I saw
In
online
music
said
streaming.
that... We were talking about this because someone online I saw said that you shouldn't listen to music at home at all. You should support live music venues.
I disagree, personally, because I want you to listen to my music.
I thought that was one time recently. There was something about like where are you on a scale of like 0 is the hardest left and 10 is the hardest right. And Amelia said 0 and I said 1, and then Amelia said, "Why didn't you say 0?" And it was because of I don't like posts like that.
Yeah, fair enough.
My immediate thought was some of the posts I see, I think are too far. But that's not really what that means. That doesn't make me more right wing.
I think
I
recorded
think
music...
some people are annoying.
I think recorded music is its own art form.
What if it's not?
What if it's not?
Sorry, I'm clinking this ice.
Anyway, the true solution, as I've said, is to use Bandcamp and buy CDs. All right. Number 2, is it okay for people to move from Auckland to Melbourne?
It is okay in some circumstances, but I don't believe that most people who do it are doing the what's it called? Not the thought catalog.
The
thought work.
the brain think about it?
Yeah, they drain their brain, and then they're just like, I think that there's too many people who move from, especially Wellington, to Melbourne, and they're just like, everything here is a utopia. I don't understand why anyone is in New Zealand at all. I'm having a $12 croissant and hanging out with some rich people, and I don't get anything else.
I literally had an $8 croissant like a couple of weeks ago, and I was like, I hate this. Yeah, I don't know. I'm beginning to doubt this because a lot of people will say things like, yeah, fuck these like fucking like rich shore kids who are like fucking moving to Melbourne, and they're not staying in New Zealand to help build back up their own culture. And then they'll be like, not you though, Amelia, you're all good. And I'm starting to think maybe people are just being nice to me.
No, I think that the reason why my Amelia is my number one brain drained person is because you're the only person I know who's like, the treatment of Indigenous people in Australia is really bad.
It is really bad. It's like the number one most incarcerated population on earth is like like Aboriginal women. It's fucked.
Yeah. Because I've been to every state and territory in Australia. So I've been to like all of their state museums and other cultural institutions and stuff that they have. So it's like I've done the thought work, and my conclusion is I should not move to Australia. It's fine, I think, if you've done that thought work and you're like, but for me, I have to because of work or because of financial circumstances or other people or whatever. But I just think there's a lot of people there who are like, oh, the croissants in Wellington, it's a bit blasé. And now I'm rich.
Yeah, well...
But they never even talk about Australian politics or anything like that.
Recently, Melburnian listeners, you can place yourself on that scale. All right. Something about Wellington had a bridge removed or something?
Oh, is that what you mean? I thought you were talking about the bridge to Melbourne.
No,
No, they
real
were
bridge.
they were
Physical
going
bridge.
to They were going to remove a bridge. But then everybody was like, the bridge is an important part of our cultural institutions.
Yes.
And so they haven't removed the bridge.
Oh, it's still there.
And that's
All
the
right.
sort of thing that happens a lot in Wellington and like never happens in Auckland because no one would even notice.
Yes. Because they're going into consultation again about the Golden Mile, right?
Yeah. My friend moved houses once a couple of years ago, and you needed to just go over this like pedestrian footbridge to get to the train station, like just behind the house. And then like as soon as he moved there, they were like, "Oh, this bridge is gonna be closed for 3 years."
Oh my god.
I mean, that's Auckland. You're like, oh.
Dang. It'll
You're
be so
not
nice in
like-
3 years.
I mean, there's no government steps to go and stand on.
No. Is Stranger Things shit and fucked and terrible, and they should have just done one season, and I only watched the first season, and like it's pretty good, but the rest of it seems lame.
I don't know because I've only seen the first season. But it doesn't seem like things got better from there.
I don't think any of the seasons are as good as the first season, but I think relative to like most kind of stuff that is on TV, it's pretty good.
Okay.
They make a
I
lot of
think
bad TV. People watch a lot of bad TV. I think Stranger Things is pretty good. I think it's fine. The new season had some issues.
Okay, so that's that hot take. Next, what's the next thing?
Is Letterboxd evil for like, there are like 15 different reasons I think people have been mad about this.
I haven't been using Letterboxd because someone I know's reviews drive me crazy. That I noticed that I stopped logging films during the film festival in July, and I just didn't really log any since.
Yeah, I've really missed your reviews.
Yeah, well, it's just because every time I open it, I see the other people's reviews, and I'm like, do you not know how to experience picture and sound together?
So what we're asking for is a mute feature for
Yes,
Letterboxd.
sir. Yes.
I've been finding Letterboxd really helpful for making friends at work.
What?
Yeah,
Okay.
because
And the people at work think that you're Namcore.
let's not talk about that.
Okay.
But because it's like, I think it's a much nicer social media for people to follow you on, and then you have actual things to talk about. Like,
Yeah.
people like, I'll follow you on Blue Sky. I'm like, okay,
No.
well, I hope you enjoy seeing me promote my new single.
Right.
Stream some along. But if they follow you on Letterboxd, they're like, oh my god, I saw that movie too, wasn't it shit? Or whatever.
Right. I think that can go one of two ways. You like make friends with someone on Letterboxd, you're like, oh yeah, I saw that movie too, it was shit. Or you make friends with someone on Letterboxd and you're like, your brain doesn't function.
Yeah, but I quite like that.
And now we're all at the sushi place and I can't stop thinking about it.
Yeah, so I think that covers basically the main controversies.
Sydney Sweeney.
Sydney Sweeney, I will say that when the ad came out, I was like,
The American Eagle.
the jeans ad,
Jeans? Eagle jeans?
Eagle jeans. I was like, I think this is more poorly thought out than it is racist. And then everything that happened since then, I was like, damn, maybe it was really racist.
Or maybe it wasn't racist and then she like got the idea from the backlash and was like, you know what? I'm racist.
I'm racist. Yeah, because I think, personally,
Being racist is awesome.
I was kind of like, oh, I don't know, this controversy seems kind of overblown. And then there was like some interviews with her, and I was like, wow, she seems like a kind of a shit cunt.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
as they say in our country,
And do you mean Australia?
in New Zealand.
Okay.
Yeah.
The other problem is that I wanted to see Amelia this coming week, and I can't because the flights from Melbourne to Auckland in the Christmas week are $1,000.
Yeah. How do you think I feel? I don't get to go home for Christmas. Partly because
Yeah, but you're part of the problem.
I know. It's
I'm
terrible.
an innocent bystander to the problem.
You just wanted to visit your good friend Amelia.
Yeah, I just wanted to
Illegal,
just go
banned.
there, come back.
You've got to pay a premium to
Canned.
access all of this.
Yeah, we're in a video. We're not usually on a video, but we're in a video. We're in our Microsoft Teams meeting.
Rebecca has been making fun of the sock that I've been using as a pop filter.
Yeah, it's just a worn white.
It's not
athletic
worn. It's not
sock.
worn. It's
You
like
said it came off your foot.
Once.
Was that satirical?
I mean, it has been worn, but it's not like worn as in like, it's not tattered. It doesn't have holes in it. It's like a nice sock.
It's a bit bobbly.
I personally chose quite a nice sock because I was like, well, it'd be
Okay.
gross if it was like an old sock. All right. Should we talk about the main
movies?
purpose of the episode is talking about our favorite films of the year, but I thought maybe we could start with a kind of an overview of how you felt about movies. How did you feel about the movies in 2024? What's the vibe? What are the trends? How are you doing?
The vibe was off, and I think
Yes.
everyone can agree. I think usually at the end of sometimes the vibe can feel off in the mid to end of year, right? And then they are like, okay, these are the Oscar nominees, and then they suddenly release all these films in December and January, and then you're like, okay,
Yes.
the vibe wasn't off. But this year it doesn't seem like it's going to happen.
No, I don't think it's going to happen.
And I think that there's like quite a stark division between the Americans' perception of the year in film and all other people, because of how much they seem to online love Sinners and Weapons.
Yeah, I think it's interesting because I think there were a few movies that came out this year that people have kind of latched onto as a kind of like, this proves that this year was really good.
Yeah.
And I don't think any of them touched me to the extent that they touched these people. And Rebecca's laughing because she knows that I didn't really like Sinners that much. But there are...
No, it was just the strong use of touched, I think, that got me.
It's important to be touched. No one wants to be a touch-starved cinephile. But yeah, I feel like I saw quite a lot of movies this year that were like pretty good. That I'm like, yeah, that was like pretty good. I had a good time. But I didn't see really any movies this year that made me go like, holy shit, my life has changed forever. And I saw like 3 or 4 of those last year, which is mad. I had kind of just come to expect that was like a thing that was going to be happening forever.
Oh, that's rough to hear. I think that that's like impossibly sad to think that like I thought I was going to be touched by art every year for the rest of my life, and then 1 year later.
It's easy to touch me with art. I cry at the art gallery.
Yeah, I know. I was crying at a gig because the artist changed the lyrics of the song from the recording because their mother had died since they recorded the song. That was a lot.
That's a lot. They should have put that in one of these movies.
I don't think that... Yeah, I think that even if I don't feel touched by a number of movies annually, I think that usually you come out of a movie and you're like, oh, everybody's going to be talking about this.
Yes.
For ages.
Yeah.
And that didn't happen. It happened a little bit with One Battle After Another, but I did see that after everybody was hyped about it because I didn't see any films for, I don't know, a month or something because my back got so fucked up when I saw Frankenstein.
They did Frankenstein on you. They put you back
Frankensteined
together.
me. I cannot sit in the Academy for more than like 110 minutes.
Okay.
It hurt for a week. And I was like, I need to not put my body through this to see a film like fucking Frankenstein. That was essentially no good. But had some lovely costumes that were designed by a New Zealander, apparently.
Oh, lovely.
It's on RNZ. Yeah, I don't know. Where are you going with this? I'm trying to move my ice away.
Well, I think it's kind of time to talk about specific individual movies. Now that we've set up that we were both a little bit kind of underawed by the offerings this year. And I kind of thought I would start by just saying two movies that we talked about a lot already on the podcast are probably some of my favorites I saw this year, even though technically they're 2024 movies.
We thought everything was going to be up from there.
Yeah.
I saw both of these movies in the first 2 weeks of January.
I know, yeah. This is Hard Truths, the Mike Leigh film, and The Room Next Door, the Pedro Almodovar movie. Yeah, and I thought those were both really, really good. But also I feel weird including them in this list.
Yeah, because we already talked about them last year.
We already talked about them.
I mean, in the 2024 sort of roundup.
Yeah, they both kind of were basically 2024 movies that kind of released early January down here at the bottom of the world. And yeah. Who wants to go first? Should we like flip a coin or something?
No, you go first because I closed their Google Doc. So you go first.
You closed the Google Doc. Oh my god.
Well, it's not here, so it must, unless it's in Chrome.
I'm a little bit concerned
Oh,
that
it's in Chrome. Here we go.
Okay, here we go. I'm a little bit concerned we're going to have the same list. So maybe I will start with... Maybe... well, let's start with One Battle After Another.
Rise and shine.
Bat an eyelash.
Good morning.
There are no hands on the clock
Why?
because they're not needed.
What time is it?
You know, I don't remember that part. All right, let's just not nitpick over the passwords. This is Bob Ferguson. I was a part of the French 75.
Bitch, I felt like Tony Montana.
Okay, so...
We already titled it? See the
Yeah.
title?
We already dropped the little... Oh, I have to drop the audio cues in. I forgot about doing that.
It's all right.
So, One Battle After Another is the most recent Paul Thomas Anderson film. We love PTA, I think. I mean, I love PTA. I actually don't know what the pod's official position is.
I haven't seen... I don't know what his other movies are. Magnolia?
Phantom Thread?
Yeah, I don't like Phantom Thread.
Okay. The pod is split on PTA.
But maybe... Did he do Licorice Pizza?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I love Licorice Pizza.
Okay, there you go.
But, I didn't like Phantom Thread, but maybe I would like it now. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like...
know.
It feels like a film that you would like to me.
Yeah, I feel like I was, I don't know, like 25 or whatever
Yeah.
when I saw it.
You got to be a little bit more like bitter and jaded, I think.
Or know things that get better.
Yeah, and also the other way around.
If you're really depressed and you're 25 and you see that, you're just like, oh, what's the point?
So One Battle After Another is it's based on Thomas Pynchon's Vineland, which I actually also read this year for the first time.
I didn't know that going into it. And throughout the whole movie, I was like, wow, they were very influenced by Thomas Pynchon.
Well, I think also a lot of people were kind of like, oh, it's not actually based on it. It's like kind of vaguely inspired by it. But it is, I would say it is.
Mm-hmm. I mean, obviously they would have had to change it a bit to make it into a film and make it into a film, I don't know, however many years, 50 or whatever, after the book came out, right?
Yeah, I think as much as you can adapt such a kind of like sprawling and weird book, I think, yeah, it was relatively faithful. Anyway, it's about this this dude who was like a kind of like a Maoist revolutionary guy, and then he has a baby, and then the cause gets betrayed, and he ends up by himself raising the baby, and then like 16 years later, the like big bad military man who was like persecuting them is back to kind of like ruin his life and take his child.
Who's a teenager now.
Who's 16 now. And I thought it was really funny. Mm-hmm. And I felt like it was like catering to me and my friends in the movie theater. We were like the only people laughing at all of the like kind of revolutionary organizing in-joke stuff.
Right, okay.
The like, yeah, well, if you'd read the literature, then you actually would know the password, so I don't think there's any excuse.
I think I saw it with a more general audience. I saw it like in the Sydney CBD.
Oh, interesting.
Mm-hmm. And there was a heat wave in Sydney in October, and it was 35 degrees.
Oh my god.
So a lot of our sort of plans and stuff were scuppered because it was not possible to like walk around and stuff and experience any level of comfort. So we went to One Battle After Another, which my friend had already seen, except there's an alarm, a siren. We were worried that it was going to be cold, and my friend is like extremely sensitive to air conditioning, things like that. And it turns out they don't have it in most of the cinemas in Sydney.
Oh my
because the
God.
people behind us were talking about how like, oh, if you want to go to the air conditioning, you got to go to this place. But which was just like, I think there was like a lot of things that like when you go to Australia, you realize that like are actually better in New Zealand.
Cinema air conditioning, apparently.
Cinema air conditioning and the buses are a lot better, like the actual bus.
Yeah.
And the bus timetable, but like, but yeah, it was super, super hot in there, but it was like, it was just a general audience. There were young people, we were behind a family with teenagers, and we really could not, tell what their relationship was, because there was this woman
God.
who like had her arm around the one guy and then the other guy.
Oh, like that meme. Oh my god.
But it turned out that, that it was two parents and their son.
Oh, okay, not like, okay, disregard.
Yeah, but it was very confusing from the back.
Why did I like One Battle After Another? I think it was
The pace,
I loved the pace, the
tension,
the colors,
the drama,
the words and pictures. I really appreciate it. I thought it was a really interesting reflection on like different kinds of engagement with radical politics and like disillusionment with that, and the kind of like relationship between like political aspirations and political violence, like the relationship between that and family dynamics, because that is a lot of what the book is about.
Yeah.
And the film kind of really like cements and amplifies that as like a central theme. I thought that was cool. Like, you don't see movies about that. And also it was like just kind of a fun action movie that was also funny and like quite scary.
yeah.
And I forgot that Leonardo DiCaprio could act. I was watching it being like, oh shit, he's acting. He's doing a great job. He's
I
playing
didn't forget that.
He's playing a character. Well, you know how I feel
I
about
can't remember what his last movie was.
Killers of the Flower Moon.
Oh, right. Yeah, no, I forgot about that. I was thinking about The Revenant and Wolf of Wall Street.
Okay. Yeah. He just...
And
yeah.
that... What's that Quentin Tarantino one? Hollywood Land or something?
Oh.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yes, I didn't see that. But yeah, I will say, usually I don't think this would have made my top 5. But this year it did. I had a lot of fun.
I thought it was very well executed.
I thought the ending was a little bit. My main issues with the movie is I thought that the ending was a little bit like pat, and I also thought that the racial politics were weird. But I don't feel qualified to talk about that because it was like so American. I was like something is happening here, and I don't know.
I did think that I thought that one scene at the end was unnecessary. Was a little bit pantomime-y.
Yeah.
Anytime that someone's like, oh, they've died, and then they're like, oh, have they? It's like, okay. Okay, well, we better move on because we've got the heaps and heaps.
We've got. I want to know what you thought about the movie, Rebecca.
I said everything.
It was fast-paced and well executed.
Yeah, I think I said other stuff.
Okay.
I didn't love it that much to have and I saw it quite a long time ago now. I saw it 2 months ago. I'm sorry, I don't have anything else to say about it.
That's all right. One battle after another. Big thumbs up from me, Amelia.
Regular thumbs up from me. Well, it was like a big thumbs up for me when I saw it, but now I'm like, oh, I don't really remember.
Okay, cool. All good. All right, Rebecca. What is on your list?
Well, I think on both of our lists was A Useful Ghost.
ผมว่าคุณโดนแล้วล่ะครับ
โดนอะไรคะ
โดนผีหลอก
คนตายกลับมามี2 สาเหตุ 1. คือวิญญาณยังจำได้ว่าใครได้ทำอะไรกับมันไว้ 2. มีคนเป็นยังจำคนตายคนนั้นได้
นี่เธอจริงเหรอ
เรากลับมาหาเธอจริงๆ
ก่อนที่คุณแนทจะสิงเครื่องดูดฝุ่น คุณแนทได้ขออนุญาตคุณสุมายผู้เป็นเจ้าของที่แท้จริงตามกฎหมายแล้วหรือยังคะ
ส้นตีนนะครับ
Yes. Tell me about A Useful Ghost, which is like a film festival movie, not a normal, not a regular kind of movie.
Not a normal, sadly. A Useful Ghost is about how can I say this in a brief way? Because the film is not brief.
The film is an epic.
The film is winding. So it starts off being about just a guy in. Even when I say this, you're like, oh, actually, there's all this stuff before that, but that doesn't matter. This guy in Thailand is living next to the construction of a mall. There's heaps of mega malls in Thailand. And his apartment's full of dust, so he buys this vacuum. The vacuum turns out to be sentient and have a ghost living inside it. He calls up the vacuum repair people, and then just like a sort of twunk comes over and like tells him all about the guy who died, who's in the vacuum factory, and how his ghost got into the vacuum, and then he like has sex with him.
There's so much gay sex in this movie. I was not, because people are like, oh, it's this cool gay movie, but actually, people largely said about this movie, it's about a guy whose wife is a ghost.
Oh yeah, but I mean,
and so
the basis is in gay sex.
Yeah, and then so I went into it only knowing that, and I was like, wow, this movie has so much gay sex.
And then, like, I guess to explain that, the narrative, like, shifts into the story of the factory worker who died. And then most of the story is about the factory owner. Right?
Yes.
And his wife who died.
Yes.
And then she gets into all these appliances or something. I can't remember either.
Well, so like she is a vacuum cleaner. And then basically, like, the kind of thing that happens over the course of the movie is, like, it turns out that everyone is, like, fed up with these fucking ghosts. And so she kind of gets a job exorcising ghosts from things.
But you have to exorcise them by removing them from people's memories, right?
Yes. And it turns out the reason the ghosts are there is largely due to, political repression and violence.
Mm-hmm. And like crimes against workers.
Yes. Fuck, this movie's so good. I'm
The movie's really good.
talking about it. I'm like,
colours
yeah,
are really
damn,
good.
this was awesome.
The costumes are really good. I'm just trying to remember it because obviously that was like 5 months ago now. The dialogue is really good. There's a lot of really funny side characters, like that guy is from Australia.
Yes, there's yeah.
There's a Chinese Australian guy. He's in it. And there's just heaps of gay people, heaps of workers, heaps of people being thrown into rivers and stuff. All this like commentary about the development of Thailand.
Yeah, I was really
and the
impressed.
like upper class in Thailand.
I was really impressed by how it how the tone of the movie like transforms, because it starts off very like goofy and silly, and you're like, oh my god, the wife is a vacuum cleaner. Whoa.
Yeah.
And then like by the end you're like, we must do political revolution.
Yeah. The only sort of like failure of the movie is that the end is very long.
I think there are maybe 3 or 4 places it could have ended
Yeah.
instead of where it did end.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think any of those bits were, like, bad, but it got a little bit exhausting.
But I think that it was like especially stressful because when I saw it at the film festival, it was running over time. And the final movie of the festival was like starting.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so people kept leaving during the end, and people kept like looking at their phones and like sort of twitching around and stuff. But then, like, and the last one was sentimental value. But then, obviously I stayed till the end, and I was like, oh, it's gonna be like a huge fucking pain because I got a seat in the middle. But what I didn't know was that there was gonna be like a short film award before the closing film. And then I felt really bad because I did not enjoy the film that won the award, and we listened to the speech, and then we had to watch the film. It was like, I don't want to be too critical, but it was just one of those times where you're like, what are we doing in this country?
When I saw this, as we were walking out, there were 2 kind of like posh middle-aged ladies being like, oh, and where was it? Oh, it's from Thailand. Oh, they should really make more movies. It's so good. They should do more movies in Thailand.
God.
Look,
Jesus Christ.
everyone should be doing more movies, I think. But yeah, I think if you're into...
The thing in Thailand... Sorry.
I was just going to say, I think if you're into friend of the pod, Peter Strickland movies, if that's your, like, buzz, then you have to watch this.
This is sort of interesting, maybe interesting to the pod. I saw it I told my friend that, you've got to go see this film, and then it was sold out, and I said, in Wellington, and I was like, oh man, it doesn't really make sense that it's sold out at the embassy. But when I saw it, there was obviously a lot of seats blocked out for the Thai embassy who were like sponsoring it. So it might not actually be full, like maybe there's something you can do. And then she emailed the Thai embassy being like, I really want to see the movie. Can I have a ticket? And they said yes.
That's so sick.
And then the director was there, and she was like, my friend told me to see your movie.
That's so crazy.
She really liked it.
Well, I'm glad he knows.
Yeah. But yeah, it was crazy. Because I was at the Eka in Brisbane at the time. And it was my birthday, and I was watching this like children's dance performance.
Where is the story gone?
Oh, sorry. I mean, that was the context. I mean, if the pod doesn't know, the Eka is like sort of the biggest sort of fair. Is that the right word? Because I know they call them shows in Australia. It's like an AMP show.
Okay, yeah.
But it's like massive, and it has like heaps of rides and like this big, bizarre cultural thing that happens. It's called like Eka Nights, and there's like the poetry of Banjo Patterson is read out while all these like wild
God.
Australian horses like run around in a circle, and there's like people on dirt bikes, and then they do like monster trucks and stuff. So I was there, and then I was getting all these texts being like, yeah, I don't know if I should name drop you to this Thai director.
Imagine if he did the movie of your book.
See, that would be something that I would be more interested in than the reality.
I think the other thing that this reminded me of was the work of Julio Torres.
Oh,
another
yeah. It's
friend
the
of
same
pod.
colours.
Yeah, I think the big difference and the thing, that really surprised and kind of moved me about this, about A Useful Ghost, was how kind of like directly political it got.
Yeah.
Like it becomes
Yeah.
very on the nose, in a way that was actually like refreshing for me, I thought.
Yeah, I think last time I was in Thailand, the only like Thai movie I remember seeing a trailer for at the movies, they were like, we're haunted by a ghost because we're sex workers. So I think that the on the nose stuff is something that happens there. I think the only other Thai movie I've seen is Bad Genius.
Okay, I have not seen that.
It got remade into an English movie more recently, I think. But it's a great movie. You should see it. It's about like sort of like cheating in university entrance exams.
Oh, okay.
It's about this okay. Sorry to keep saying this, but I saw it maybe like 8 years ago.
Oh my god.
So yeah, I don't remember properly, but yeah, it's about this girl who is this genius, and she is like sort of has perfect scores and everything, and then I think something happens to her, something goes wrong in her life, and then she decides that she is better off just taking other people's exams for them and getting all this money for it.
Okay.
But obviously that doesn't all just work out.
All right, I'm jumping in with my next one.
Okay.
Cloud.
転売屋です。そういう仕事ですから。よくできてるのよこれ。それは全部預からせてください。いつまでも転売屋なんか続けてられないだろう。
新しい生活か。いいかもね。
Yeah, I don't know. What is Cloud?
Cloud. So I was meant to see this at the film festival, and then me and my beautiful wife got the flu, and we couldn't see a bunch of the movies that we wanted to see.
Yeah, I didn't get to see one of the movies too because I was sick.
So I didn't get to see this till way after, and I was like, damn, I wish I'd seen this at the film festival. It would have been mint. But Cloud is the latest from Kiyoshi Kurosawa, and pod heads will know. You know, not down
I had the video closed so I could read the Google Doc, but now I'm like looking at you with your
Okay.
sock again.
Yeah, pod heads will remember that last year I really liked his short. It's not a short film, but it's not a film. It's like 45 minutes. Chime. And also he's kind of just like a legendary Japanese kind of like horror thriller director.
Oh, right. This isn't the ice skating guy.
No. So
'Cause I saw someone posting about this. They were like, literally no one knows about this Japanese gay ice skating movie. And I was like, Amelia talked about it on Cinema Bing Bong.
it was so depressing, that movie. No, so yeah, his most famous movies are probably Pulse and Cure. But yeah, so Cloud is his latest one, and it's a thriller about a guy who he works in a factory, and he has a girlfriend, and he's got his bestie, and like everything's kind of going okay because like his boss really wants him to become a manager, but he's not sure. And it turns out that the reason he's not sure is because his real passion is basically like scalping shit on eBay. So whenever he's not at the factory, he's like buying up batches of like limited edition figurines and
They
then
love
selling
eBay
them.
in Japan.
Yeah, and then like selling them for 10 times the price on the like fake eBay that's in the movie. And so he quits his job, and he's also like, my friend who I'm also doing this with, you're too small time for me. I'm going big. I'm going huge on this. And him and his girlfriend like move to this like massive kind of mansion in the woods somewhere. And he's like making all this crazy money selling like fake handbags for $1 million. And then you slowly become aware that basically everybody he's ever met wants to kill him and is actively trying to kill him. And so, like, by the end of the movie, there's like a massive shootout and stuff.
Right.
It's
okay.
Yeah. And
wasn't expecting that.
yeah, and it becomes this like really bizarre kind of like it becomes more and more like paranoid, and by the end it is like it's edging on the surreal. Like there's some stuff in the movie that is like kind of totally unexplained. The kind of stuff that only really makes sense on like a thematic reading of the movie. Like if you go literally, why did that guy show up, or like why did that thing happen, you're not going to get anything. And I just thought it was really cool. It was like very, very, very like tense and you know, like strongly constructed. Everything's like moving ahead really fast. And then I'm a sucker for the thing where like in the last 5 seconds something happens where you're like, oh shit, this movie was about more stuff than I thought. You know, like in Solaris. At the very end of Solaris, when it like does the thing and you're like, whoa. the planet's got spoilers for Solaris.
I think you were the only one who finished watching it when we were watching it. Everyone else was asleep.
Well, they missed the best part.
I've never seen the end of it. I was going to say, so that sounds like good compared to a lot of the other films that we've talked about so far. There's like a point where it should end and it doesn't.
Yeah, there is absolutely none of that in Cloud. Cloud is very... it's pretty tight. It's like almost exactly 2 hours long. And it is like...
Okay.
It's very tautly constructed. Yeah, Cloud. I really liked it. I really like Kiyoshi Kurosawa.
I saw a photo essay the other day about Japanese fashion victims.
Okay.
And I thought people don't say fashion victim anymore.
Yeah, I think it's because we're meant to celebrate everybody's... I think with Poptimism, the fashion victim died.
Yeah. I mean, what's that quote that's been going around about... I can't remember. You know, the one
Video
that's
killed
like,
the radio star.
No. The one about how, like, we've moved from saying there are some ways to enjoy low art to saying that, like, everything that anybody likes has to be respected as true art. Something like that. Something to do with housewives programs.
Yeah.
And women. The word women was definitely in there. Something to do with, like, anything that any woman likes has to be accepted as high art now. No, but the photo essay was, like, about all these people in Japan who have spent all of their money on, like, designer clothes, and they, like, live in these really tiny apartments where there's, like, no furniture and stuff. There's just clothes.
Well, maybe it's time for them to go and murder an eBay reseller.
Okay.
So I was looking at some stills from Cloud, and I accidentally saw one that was attached to a review. Listen to this, Raz. Cloud.
Okay. Yeah.
An underwritten, soulless cinema experience. Kiyoshi Kurosawa's latest film explores the morally repugnant world of resellers and those persecuting them, but offers little to enjoy or reflect on. Not for me, sucker. I found much to enjoy, and I'm reflecting on it still. So
this guy sounds like he paid $120 for a Labubu.
I think he probably did.
Or like a Lady Gaga ticket or something. Where are we going from this?
You need to do another film.
Okay, I just like I feel bad because I'm like, whenever we do the podcast, I'm like, I worry that I've become too low energy.
Well, I'll start snapping
it's
my
only
fingers
because
when you.
It's more difficult this time because we've got to cover so many films from so long ago.
Yes.
Okay, so the other film that I was gonna say was Twinless.
I have a twin brother, and he passed away.
Roman, you need help.
You need help.
Well, that's true. As a twin, it's like you internalize the difference between you and your other half. Who's older? I am now that she's dead. No, I'm kidding.
I'm Dennis. Roman. Oh, I wouldn't eat that. Tastes like balls. I like balls. Oh my God, that's so bad. I feel like being a twin kind of ruined me. I want to hang out all the time. I'm too needy.
I hate doing things alone. Cooking meals, folding laundry.
Yeah, so much faster with two people.
Right? I mean, honestly, whoever invented the fitted sheet should be flagellated, and not the fun kind.
You get me.
Yeah, I've never heard of this film before, Rebecca. I thought you were going to say Begonia.
No.
Okay.
Okay, back to the video. The movie's like written, directed, and starred in by James Sweeney. Up and coming person, I think. And the other person in it is Dylan O'Brien, who is famous from Maze Runner and Teen Wolf.
Oh, would you say famous for those things?
I mean, people knew who he was when the film was being discussed. People knew who he was. Not me, but
okay, all right.
Okay, so the film is about this. Sorry, just look up the character's name.
Dennis.
No,
and Rocky.
Okay, so the film is about don't look at the plot on Wikipedia because that's not the order. I mean, that's the order of events, but it's not the order that the film is told in.
Yeah, there's a note about that on the Wikipedia page.
Oh, okay, that's bad. Okay, so basically all we know is that Rocky is like just a regular but quite depressed guy who has an identical twin brother who he hasn't seen for a while, and his twin brother Roman dies.
Okay.
So he and his mum, who is Lauren Graham famous from Gilmore Girls, they have to go to Portland to pack up his apartment and stuff.
Okay.
And then he thinks that he might actually take over the apartment and stay in Portland because I can't remember where he's been living, but hasn't been working out. And then he goes to this twin loss support group where he meets this guy Dennis.
Okay.
And Dennis, and his brother who died is gay, and Dennis is also gay. And then I don't want to spoil what happened, but
yeah, I really want to see this.
Dennis and Rocky get quite close, and as Dennis being someone else whose twin also died, but then a lot of the background is everything is on false pretenses in this movie.
Oh.
And then the person who realizes is this very, very normie, very friendly receptionist at Dennis's office, who Dennis takes Rocky to this Halloween party at her house, and he's like, okay, she is she's really intense and she's very over the top, but she's nice, so don't mind her. And then Rocky actually likes her and wants to go out with her, and then that sort of tears apart the relationship of Dennis and Rocky, because Dennis is always sort of hoping that Rocky might go gay for him.
Yeah, we've all been there.
No, we haven't. Have you been there?
I think everyone's been there.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, but like, I mean, there's like I could talk about that for a long time, but I don't want to because of there's twists and
Because
stuff.
of the secrets.
Because of the secrets. Except it was. See, like I've said this to Amelia not this morning. That I've been trying to write a blurb for a book. So
Yeah.
So then I was like, I would think I only write blurbs for books if I think they're like really good, or there's underlying circumstances where I kind of have to. But I mean, like when I do a blurb, I want it to be really good, and then I look at other blurbs, and then I realize a lot of the people sort of don't have that sort of standard when it comes to it. I don't think.
A brilliant and touching experience. Every moment
now-
was a joy.
Yeah, exactly. Like when I'm trying to describe these films, and I'm like thinking of all these stupid blurb words, like, oh, it's so scalpel clean, fresh and funny, a vibrant and poignant take on what it means to be a twin.
Well, let me tell you, I've heard it's a dark and inventive comedy. I've heard it's smart
it's
and
dark,
highly
but
unusual.
I think it is dark, but I think so many of the films that have been coming out at the moment are like dark and violent.
Yeah.
That this one is not that dark. I mean, it's like
Okay.
it's dark in the kind of way where like if your friend says something to you that you think is actually pretty fucked up,
Sorry about that.
and then it's awkward.
Raz, I've got to read. There's on the Wikipedia page for this. It's got a quote from Variety magazine, and it says, "On just his second film, the gifted young Helmer demonstrates a." What do you mean, a young Helmer? It's not a word you can use instead of director.
No, that's not a word. That's exactly what I mean with the blurbs and stuff.
Helmer. I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
Yeah, Helmer bad.
Not using it. It's not gonna happen.
But I think that this is a person to watch.
Awesome.
I didn't say that. Who's the actress in One Battle After Another? That's the first person to watch.
The younger one.
Yeah.
Yeah, she has a really Pinchonian name. Her name's Chase Infinity.
Yes, Chase Infinity, James Sweeney, millennial, so that's why his name's that. They're the Bing Bong ones to watch.
Okay. I'll be watching. Eyes wide open.
Yeah, like, the tone of the movie is like, it's very much like, oh, this is fun, and then you're like, oh, this guy's fucking psycho. And then you're like, maybe that's alright, and then you're like, oh, it's not alright. Like, when a film is like very realistic, then like sort of the smaller details like count for more, I think.
Yeah.
Like, if like, there's a scene where someone like gets punched in the face and is like very emotional or sort of like difficult that happens. Whereas like in other films, like everyone's getting shot in the head constantly.
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
Because I think in my real life, if someone punched me in the head, I'd take it quite hard.
Yeah, right.
Definitely.
Even if it was on the bus.
All right. I'm torn, Raz. Between Begonia and Wake Up Dead Man, a Knives Out mystery.
Right. I haven't seen Wake Up Dead Man, a Knives Out mystery, and I haven't seen Glass Onion either.
It's a lot better than Glass Onion. You don't need
that
to have
weird
seen...
thing. That weird thing where Glass Onion was like in theaters for like one day or something.
They did the same thing with Wake Up Dead Man. I think it's out of
did they?
theaters. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because of the Netflix situation.
Yeah, because of Netflix. All right, I'm gonna talk about Wake Up Dead Man.
You're the only one on stage with the Monsignor at the time of his killing. And you're the only one at that church who hated his guts.
The spirit really moved him today, huh?
So help me. What the hell happened?
Everyone thinks I did it. I didn't do it.
This goes way beyond normal police work. This is something even I have not experienced. A perfectly impossible crime.
This case is solvable, right?
I'm incapable of not solving a crime. Oh, you'll see. It's fun.
And then
You
I
tell
can...
me about Wake Up Dead Man.
All right. So Wake Up Dead Man is Ryan Johnson's most recent of his like mystery anthology Knives Out series, with Daniel Craig as Detective Benoit Blanc. However, more importantly, this movie has my boyfriend, Josh O'Connor, in the lead role. So Josh O'Connor from... Can you say the name of the film, Raz? Because I always pronounce it wrong.
The Mastermind.
Challenges. Kellingers. Kellinger.
The History of Sound.
La Chimera.
La Chimera.
La Chimera. I think I did it that time. La Chimera.
That's better.
So, I think Josh O'Connor is so good. And in
I
this...
haven't seen him all year.
In this movie, he is...
you say.
He's a young priest with a troubled past. He was a boxer. Some bad stuff happened, but now he's put that all behind him, and he's a priest, and he's like a very kind of optimistic is not the right word. He's like very idealistic priest. He really believes like hope and faith will deliver us from the evils of the world. However, he gets into some trouble, and he gets sent to basically try and clean up a fucked parish, where Josh Brolin is Monsignor Wicks, who's like basically doing some kind of like J.D. Vance tradcath, like fucked up shit with his few remaining parishioners, because he keeps like calling people out.
What's
like,
Josh Brolin from?
That's a really good question. What is Josh Brolin from? What is he famous from? Oh,
famous from is
he's famous
good,
from.
I think
Hey, yeah, because I've seen a lot of these films and I don't really remember. He was in True Grit. He was good in True Grit.
Okay.
And he was in
What
Hail
else is he
Caesar.
famous from?
Milk, the Milk biopic. He wasn't Milk.
The Harvey Milk. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, because that was the guy with the
He was in No Country for Old Men.
Sean. Was it Sean Penn?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, I haven't seen any of these movies.
All right. He's in June.
Ah, who's he in June? Club Shadow.
Isn't he? Oh God, what is the name of the character? We can't.
Okay, we can't get into this.
We can't get into this.
Archimedes.
Yeah, and so the few remaining parishioners are very like suspect coded. Andrew Scott plays a sci-fi writer who wanted to get out of the woke echo chamber, so came to live in the country, but now can't write anything. He's just on Substack.
Okay.
Yes. And there's like Jeremy Renner is the town doctor who's like an alcoholic because his wife left him and stuff like that. And basically it's just like a really strong traditional golden age murder mystery.
Okay.
It's like a very, very solid. So the first I wrote an article about this if you want to read about this take more in depth. But like the first Knives Out is a pretty straightforward murder mystery and then becomes a thriller halfway through. The second one is not at all a straightforward murder mystery. It's like a comedy murder film that has a big twist. That means that you basically can't. There's not a way to figure out the clues really in the second one, which is like against the rules for hardcore murder mystery nerds. This one is like fucking by the book as hell, to the extent that they quote extensively from the book, which is John Dixon Carr's The Hollow Man, which basically is a golden age murder mystery that has like all the rules for how locked room murder mysteries work in them. Like at the start of the book, he's like, the narrator of the book is like, by the way, you're never going to solve a mystery if you don't know who is telling the truth and who isn't. So like, as long whatever this one guy says is you can trust that.
Yeah.
And this movie is like that. Like Josh O'Connor is kind of that character. And yeah, I just like, I have a real soft spot for this kind of thing, and it doesn't get made successfully into a film a lot. I think partly because of the way that murder mysteries are paced, it doesn't work that well in cinema. But he really, he nailed it.
And I think murder mysteries are just like so much more of a British thing.
Yeah, absolutely. And they have not been making a lot of movies.
They haven't been making a lot of movies.
But yeah, so it's
They should make more movies.
I think they should let the English make a film sometimes if they're good.
Yeah, all the films that English have been making. I mean, neither of us have seen Hamlet.
Not yet.
But I think that all the other movies that English have been making, it's like Jessie Buckley is a mum. Keira Knightley, she was also a mum who's trying to get into politics. I saw that one. Or like Celia Imrie is on one last mission. They haven't been making any crossover market films.
No, not really. Yeah, I think this is about as close as to a British film, crossover British film. But yeah, it has a bunch of twists and turns. The mystery is really satisfying in the really classic. One thing that is impressive to me, and maybe other people don't like this in these movies, is where you're pretty sure from the start you know who did it, but at various points in the movie you're like, however, it is impossible that they did it. Like, I can't figure out how it could have been them. Like, I think it had to have been X, however, and I really like that. I just thought it was really, I thought it was really cool. And then also, Glass Onion had some pretty naff political commentary about billionaires and stuff. This one has some political satire about kind of like right-wing faux Christians and influences. I think it's a bit more like subtle, kind of more in line with the comedy of the first film.
And I can see how that would work better than just like billionaires are bad.
Yes, yeah, very much so.
But it's a movie, everyone's an actor.
Yeah. And also it has a surprisingly kind of surprisingly touching story about faith. Like the fact that Josh O'Connor's character is a priest is important in the movie, and it's a thing that the movie like takes really seriously. Even though Benoit Blanc is like a Reddit atheist, which I was not expecting. But he does several speeches where he's like, believing in God is dumb. And Josh O'Connor is like, I, however, am Amelia's beautiful boyfriend, and I believe in God. And you as the audience like, oh, damn, maybe he's right.
Did you see they caught a bunch of Tomb Raiders in Italy?
Oh my God, really?
Yeah.
La Chimera.
La Chimera comes to life.
Holy shit.
Oh, and I found out that who I thought was Clarice Lispector is Clarice Lispector.
Oh, yeah, because she's Brazilian.
Yeah. But they all changed their names when they came from Ukraine. But I didn't know. I've only heard people say Clarice.
I thought it was Clarice, like in Silence of the Lambs. But
it's Clarice, because that's how they say all words. They say podcasti.
Oh, you got to vowel it up.
Facebooky. Instagramy.
But yeah, I've seen a couple of people saying like, oh, it's got the Netflix look or whatever. I think there are. I think there are some elements of the film that do look kind of like slightly cheap and melodramatic, but it was in a way that I thought was mean. Like, they do it in the flash. Like the flashbacks are really like, they look like a kind of a BBC. Or like an ITV, they look like an ITV Agatha Christie adaptation. And I was like, I don't know. It was extremely my shit.
I think that a lot of times when you see people complaining online about color grading and lighting and stuff, and it's a little bit like maybe you should watch a proper movie if that's something that you care about.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Like, sequel to The Devil Wears Prada.
Oh, the grade.
Wicked.
The color depth
Like,
in the sequel
that's
to The
not...
Devil Wears Prada.
Obviously, it would be better if all films had amazing color, but they're not films that most people are going into for this color story.
Yeah. I mean, and they are still making those movies. Watch A Useful Ghost.
Yeah, exactly. What next?
Next, I think you have one more movie, and then we can talk about the future, maybe.
Well, I think we should...
We've got plenty of time.
I think we should just quickly go through all the other movies. Like, just one sentence. Just, like, one sentence or whatever.
You don't want to do a third top movie?
I don't...
You just got two?
No, because we talked about how... we talked about The Room Next Door and Hard Truths already.
Okay. So so you're counting that as having 4.
Yeah, because when we talked about this before, I was like, I don't think I can come up with 4.
Okay. Well, now I feel greedy. All right. Do you want to go through your... Well, how are we going to do this? Because we have rival lists of the movies that we've seen.
Well, I think... Okay, let's just go through my list, and then we won't do those again when we do
Okay, I'll cross them off of my list as you do them. All right.
Okay. Number 1, Materialist.
One of the most bizarre films I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's one of the most bizarre films yet, right? I think. I've still got the sound clip from when I saw it, so we can put that in the episode. Especially now, it won't be spoilers.
Fantastic. Yeah, I was like, what the hell is this? Is this going for something like weird and avant-garde? Like, what is happening? Is something like exciting going on? And then at the end, I was like, they weren't going for anything the whole time.
It's like...
Why was the movie like that?
It's sort of like... Okay, for the quick summary, it's about a woman who works in New York, and so New York's a big thing, at a dating agency where sort of like high-powered people who don't have time to date or whatever get like matched up with suitable people. But she hasn't found the perfect man herself. She's single. This is Dakota Johnson, by the way. And the film came out the same week as it was announced that she broke up with Chris Martin.
Oh my god.
For the background. And then so she hasn't found the perfect guy, but then she meets the brother of someone that she's match-made at their wedding. She match-made this bride and groom, and she gets like hit on by the brother, who's Pedro Pascal, at the reception, and he's like the perfect guy on paper. This is like how the film sort of like is talked about. He's the perfect guy on paper, but then a waiter at the wedding is her ex-boyfriend, who's a little more rough around the edges. And she didn't come from money, so she like actually like sort of identifies with him more, even though the life with Pedro Pascal is like better. But then they her and Pedro Pascal break up like halfway through the movie.
Yeah, I mean, I think when you
not a love triangle.
When you describe it like that, it does sound like the kind of the Lifetime or like the Hallmark movie that it is. But when you're watching it, the dialogue is so strange and like it feels like a Harold Pinter play or something. Like they're like, but surely money is the only thing that we care about in a match. And then
and they will be like, money is the only thing that matters to you? Well, maybe I have a thought or two to myself. Where's the car?
So what made them perfect for each other?
Similar economic background. Politically aligned. Well matched in their attractiveness. Similar upbringing.
Similar upbringing?
They both come from big, happy families.
Big, happy families.
Yes.
I'll believe it when I see it.
The perception of a big, happy family is all you need to have a big, happy family.
That's all it takes to be soulmates?
Basically.
It's so odd. It's
And she drinks Coke and she drinks like rum and Coke with something that's like the recurring like drink that keeps coming up. And the like sort of like none of the pairings seem that good. And then there's this whole thing where a client that she matchmakes is assaulted. And it's very dark.
It was very dark. Yeah. Okay.
Dasha Narashkova's in there for some reason. She works at the matchmaking agency.
All right, next film.
Okay.
Eddington. I thought Eddington was pretty good.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. It wasn't like as sort of like sniggery as I thought it was going to be, maybe.
Yeah, I overall enjoyed it, and I didn't think that it was really both sides in the politics.
No, because
that
some
accusation
worst
felt weird to me after having seen it.
Yeah, I don't think that was really doing that. It's another film that goes on for a bit too long at the end.
Yeah, and I also thought it was a very visually boring film. Yeah, I think there were maybe 2 or 3 shots in it where I was like, that looks cool.
Yeah.
But I think even like
It did felt like Emma Stone and Austin Butler were like really underutilized.
Yeah, it just I felt like and this is going to sound really mean, and maybe I am just really mean. I feel like Ari Aster is best visually when he's stealing from directors from the 1970s. And he kind of didn't do that for this.
He didn't really
and he
do that,
didn't
yeah.
have any like big images to pull out. And I think even if you compare this to something else that's like not a super flashy looking movie, like if you compare it to like One Battle After Another, I think you could kind of think and remember a lot of like cool looking shots in One Battle After Another. Like the guy walking down the road, like the people all going down the thing into the hiding place, like all of that.
The cars all coming over the
yeah. And I don't.
The standing in the bank in the 90s, they're all standing on the counters in the bank. When Alana Haim's wig gets shot off.
Oh my god!
Yes.
Like,
there's a lot of like. Okay, now I'm more alive. I remember there's a lot of great shots and One Battle After Another. But if I'm trying to recall the shots of Eddington, I'm like, oh, they were in the jail. He was in the car.
I think the only one that
was
really
that
like
Antifa stuff.
The only one that really stuck with me is when he drives down the driveway and the headlights totally wash out Emma Stone and she looks kind of like a ghost.
Okay.
That was visually striking, and the rest of the film is kind of whatever.
Oh, you're kind of like, oh, where does Pedro Pascal live in this? Oh, on a hill. And then I was really confused about if he was gay. Like the character, because he seemed to have like a photo like of him like hugging a guy in the house, but then that wasn't it. That wasn't in the movie.
No, that was not in the movie. All right, Splitsville.
Oh yeah, I hated it. It made me really angry.
I thought it.
Oh, I was gonna say my thing about Ari Aster was that I like sort of changed my opinion on it. I became less lenient on him because I thought that he was Swedish.
What?
Yeah.
He's just American, right?
Yeah, but I thought his name was Ari Aster. The first film I saw of his was Midsummer.
Oh, of course. Interesting. Okay.
Thought he was Swedish. So I was like, oh, okay, well, maybe I don't, maybe I don't understand.
Oh,
But then I was like, oh, he's born in New York. Okay.
Splitsville, I thought was fine. I thought it had some really funny moments. I thought ultimately it couldn't achieve the emotional weight that it like desperately wanted to achieve because it was too into being funny.
Yeah, I think I hadn't seen that kind of humor presented in film since like 2009 or whatever.
Yeah.
It really like is a callback to that sort of era of films, but it's like trying to, I don't want to say, I hate it when people say like, oh, it was trying to do something and it failed or whatever. You don't know what it was trying to do, really.
I just said that.
Okay. It's okay when you do it. I don't want to do it though.
Okay.
Because people are obviously always doing that with books. They're like, the author was trying to show off that she thinks she's better than us.
Well, I'm just
Which
saying
I know
that
it's not the same with the film because there's many people involved.
it was trying to land some emotional beats that fell flat for me. That's what I'm trying to
yes,
say.
it was definitely trying to do that. But I was going to say, what I was least certain about saying was that it was trying to recreate that feel of like mid-2000s comedies, but like maybe elevate that or like hit some emotional beats in addition to that. And I don't think the two of them really like gelled together that well.
Yeah, it really wanted to be like Noah Baumbach's Super Bad.
Yeah, it was like, yeah. It was Noah Baumbach's, what's that? Talladega Nights.
Yeah, yes. Yeah, absolutely.
And so like and then I saw it like on a Friday or Saturday night at the film festival. It was like it was really packed, and everyone was just like, "Oh, he's naked. Oh, he fell out the window." And I was like, "Yeah, that was another circumstance where I was like, what are we doing?"
Oh my god. I think we're gonna have to start going through these a little bit quicker because there's quite a lot on the list.
There aren't that many that we've both seen, so
okay,
we'll be all right.
A poet.
Oh, okay. Well, I did want to talk about some of this. Okay. A poet. No, I have to. Sorry, I have to look something up. Okay, but a poet and you. I was just trying to remember what city it's in. It's in Medellin in Colombia. Okay, so this is a film. It's my favorite genre of films, tragicomedy. It's about this fucking like shit ass poet who won an award in 1992, and since then, not a lot's gone on. He lives with his mum. He's drunk all the time. He's like has just like terrible posture, and he's like looks all messy all the time.
Oh my god!
And he's always trying to like get read at events and like get his poems published and stuff. And people are like, "Oh, I don't know, man." And then he sort of like I can't remember why, but he's like forced to take this teaching job. And then when he's in the teaching job, he meets this like impoverished talent, Yoladi. And he like really, really wants to make her into like this famous poet. He thinks that, you know, she can succeed where he didn't. Oh, also, he's like not allowed to see his daughter because he's like so useless and stuff. But so he gets her like invited to all these like young poet events and stuff with like university age people, and she's only like 14 or 15 or something. And he has to ask her family for permission, and she's like lives with like a massive family in like a tiny apartment, and they don't want her to like be fussing around with poetry and stuff. But he's like, oh, she has to, she's so talented and stuff. But she also actually doesn't care that much.
Okay.
So it's like very awkward.
All right.
And then he sort of gets in trouble because she gets drunk at this poet's reception, and they all sort of like say that he's a criminal for taking her there and getting her drunk and stuff. But actually it like wasn't his fault at all, and he's just so useless that he would never sort of like try anything like that anyway. It's just it's farcical, but it's also like it's farcical and it's emotional and it's Colombian, and he like hates Gabriel Garcia Marquez.
All right.
But I would recommend that. Like if I was picking a third movie,
okay,
I would have picked that one.
All right. Strong. Thumbs up from Raz. All right. I want
in the tab.
one sentence on sentimental value.
I think that we could probably talk about that more next time because it hasn't come out in New Zealand yet.
All right, let's
But,
leave
like,
that
it has-
one.
it has
I will
awards-
watch it.
Okay, my one sentence right now though, it has awards buzz, and I think it's a good movie, but I was untouched.
Okay. Like the Veronicas.
You like the Veronicas?
All right. A little something extra. One sentence.
Oh, well, can I just do 30 seconds or something?
This is your challenge. This is building your power.
No, okay, but no, it's taking longer because I'm thinking about it too much. I think that
Oh my god.
Well, I think this one needs like a little bit of care taken to the explanation because it is a film that is largely acted by disabled people.
Okay, yep, sure. You can
And
take some
it's a French comedy about a couple of jewel thieves. And then as they're doing this jewel heist, it's a father and son, and the son is like 40. They're about to get caught by the police, and then they get mistaken for a missing person who's supposed to go on this summer camp for disabled adults.
Oh, yes.
And so
yes.
they go along with that.
I saw the trailer for this.
So it's a very good film, and it's even though it's French, it's not problematic or anything.
Oh, fantastic!
It's very well acted, feel good movie of the year. It was a number one selling box office film in France last year.
Raz, why were you so disappointed about this year in movies? Your whole list is movies that you were like, yeah, this one rules. This one's the best.
Because because obviously the ones I remembered are at the top of the list.
Okay, all right.
And I saw them all in like 1 week. The rest of the year, ugh.
All right. Can you do one sentence from Magic Farm?
Magic Farm, Chloe Sevigny.
Oh.
Young female director, maybe one to look out for, not entirely sure. Set in Argentina. They're sort of like it's sort of about like a Vice documentary type crew who are trying to find like crazy people
Okay.
to like make documentaries about, and then they've got the totally wrong place. They think there was like sort of supposed to be a miracle or something like transpired in this town, but it wasn't, and then they're trying to find something else that they can like make the documentary about anyway. But it's the pace is very slow. Maybe that's not the right word, but it's like it's okay, it's getting there. But I had a bad experience in the cinema because some people were like yelling. It was like when people fight over seats. They were like, I'm actually supposed to sit here, but it's like empty.
Oh no.
And then this person insisted on sitting right next to me, but then all the seats tipped over. So then I was like, because the seats in the Hollywood are like very flimsy. So if any like big people come in, they need to spread out. Because otherwise the seats tip over. And then so like I'm really tall. This person was very big and they sat next to me. They couldn't quite fit in the seat. I was like, don't worry, I'm gonna move. And then they were like, why are you gonna move? What's your problem? And I was like, oh, okay. You've made this awkward now, but we can't all fit here. I'm gonna move. That was a situation when I saw Magic Farm.
All right. I didn't care for The Mastermind.
Neither did I. And like as I've said on the pod before, I didn't like certain women.
Yeah.
So why would I like The Mastermind? Well, I thought that I might like The Mastermind in the first 15 minutes.
The first 20 minutes were good.
And then because obviously we both like Josh O'Connor. I really like Alana Holmes acting.
I think she was, criminally underused.
She was criminally underutilized. She was at work the whole time. And this is about an art thief.
Her most important line is like, "Boys, dinner's ready."
Yeah. And it had the sort of ending where everyone in the theater goes, oh.
Yeah,
which is one of my least favorite kinds of endings.
Yeah, look, so the movie, Josh O'Connor is like, he's a failed art student who is trying to get along by doing like cabinetry and stuff, but he is kind of a loser, so he decides he's going to become an art thief, and he like fucks it up so bad that he has to go on the run. That sounds really thrilling. The movie is incredibly slow, and I love, Raz, you know me, I love a really slow, boring film.
Yeah.
However, what I cannot abide is a slow film that is also cute with it. That's what I didn't like about it. It was so twee. And I think if you're going to be like cute and twee, you need to be like a little bit exciting and moving along. I don't want to be like meditating on this guy kind of like doing arts and crafts or like...
The guy, the movie is like, I've got to run away. Oh, so first I better book the bus ticket. Okay, well, I'll just look in this book what time the buses leave. And then I'll go down to the bus station. Oh, it's not open right now. Okay, I'll wait for a little bit. Excuse me, do you know what time the buses leave? It's like that.
Yeah, I also thought some of the dialogue was actually bad. And I don't think you can get away with that in a movie that only has like 20 lines.
Yeah, I liked it when Gabby Hoffman was there.
Was that his old art school friend who hated him?
Yeah, it was like his old art school friend like invited him to stay, but the friend's wife did not want him to be there, and that wife was Gabby Hoffman.
Yeah, she was good. Okay, that's Mastermind. Peacock.
Oh, yeah, nothing really to say about this. It's Austrian.
Okay.
It's an Austrian comedy about a guy who gets hired to make people look good.
Okay.
So he goes on dates to the orchestra, or he like sets up someone so they can like rescue him or whatever, but then he breaks up with his wife because he's like too into the characters and not present. And I think that was a debut film, and the director was at the film festival.
Okay. I started watching Frankenstein and I was like, I can't with Guillermo del Toro, and I'd stopped and I didn't finish it. And I don't do that with many films, but I just couldn't with Frankenstein.
It's convoluted.
And it's very ugly.
I don't know if I thought it was ugly. Well, because obviously the costumes are nice.
See, I don't like that. I don't like any of his...
You didn't like the big costumes?
I thought they were tacky. I thought everything looked so shiny and
I mean, like, everything had so much effort put into it, but you didn't really see it in the film. Like, I only saw it in pictures afterwards. Like, oh, okay, that hat was supposed to represent some other person's hat. You know, all that sort of stuff that like makes you feel bad. You're like, I didn't notice any of that. I was just thinking, oh my god, my back
is a
hurts.
metaphor for the hat.
I went with our friends, and that was like sort of the most exciting part of the film was like when it ended, our friend was like, I couldn't finish my ice cream, so I put it on the floor, and the other two of us were like, what?
Oh no!
That was more exciting than most of the things that happened in the film.
I was watching it with my beautiful wife, and
there should be a sound alert every time you say beautiful wife.
And she had just read Frankenstein.
Oh, okay.
And the whole like 20 minutes of the film that we watched, she was like, why have they done this to my baby Frankenstein?
Right. I think the sort of like the funniest part of the film was after several hours it says part 2, the monster's perspective or whatever, and everybody in the theater went, oh!
Oh my god.
Which, like, never happens. I mean, people always post about, like, our whole theater was doing this and the other, but that only happens in the US. In other countries, people may make a small noise occasionally, but everyone's not hooting and hollering all the time.
At the end of the Shrouds, the audience I was with all went, oh, what?
That was at a festival, though, right?
Yeah, that was at a festival. Okay, Begonia. I loved Begonia, but it also...
You loved it?
I really liked it. For me, it was a return to what I like about old mate Yorgos Lanthimos, which is like kind of difficult to read films that are really fucked up.
Mm.
And the only time that he strayed from that I've really liked has been The Favourite. Otherwise, I'm kind of like, make it more fucked up. And Begonia
Right,
was
okay, I
definitely
see.
fucked up. Yeah, I really liked it, but it made me feel profoundly depressed.
Yeah, it made me too depressed to like it, I think.
I think that's fair. That's very fair.
I think that's fine. And I don't really like it when I don't like seeing people like get beaten up, and I don't like seeing people explode and stuff.
Yeah. I'm down with that stuff, so. I'm gonna
Yeah, that's
Amelia's Explodorama. All right. What about the Phoenician scheme? Was that fine? I didn't watch that. I was like, I can't.
And I teased this because we were about to record this and then we couldn't, and then it was 6 months later. I teased this on the Instagram. Is that I had the worst cinema experience of my life at the Phoenician scheme. I was like gonna cry.
What happened? You've had such bad cinema experiences.
It
though.
was
Like, what
so bad. Started off okay. Oh, it started off bad actually. It was I saw it at the Rialto on a Saturday afternoon. Everyone who came in was confused. They were like, oh, I thought that I was supposed to be sitting in D8. But that's funny because you're sitting there and you've got your popcorn, your umbrella. Like everyone
You've
came
put your
in.
ice cream on the floor.
Everyone was coming in with phone torches on full blast.
Oh, no.
No idea what was going on. Glass of wine. And then there was an ad that was like, there was a measles ad because there was a measles outbreak. And it was like, if you were born between 1964 and 2000, you may need to check that you were immunized. And my mum turned to me and said, I think that's just you in here. But then an acquaintance of ours walked in and I was like, oh, that's
Not
so
an acquaintance. You want it to be a friend when they walk in. You never want to see an
maybe,
acquaintance.
but like, I don't know. I haven't hung out enough for me to. I mean, like, usually when I say our friend, I mean like someone that we would talk to every day.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. Anyway, the film goes on. I can't even really remember what happens.
There's a scheme.
It's about a guy as a daughter. There's a scheme. There's all these different places and stuff. Half an hour before the film, no, maybe 20 minutes before the film ends, some people walk in. Because they don't have any attendance in this fucking cinema. And they need them because the audience is confused. So some people come in with their torches on, their phone torches on, and they're like, excuse me, I think you're sitting in our seats. And then the people are like, you're in the wrong cinema. And they're like, no, we're here to see the Phoenician scheme. And everyone's like, shh, and stuff. And they are like, oh, so they just like, they sit down. And then 5 minutes later, 2 more people come into the cinema. And they're like, excuse me, you're sitting in our seats. We're supposed to be sitting here. People are like, it's the wrong theater. Just leave. This is the end of the movie. And they're like, no, I don't think so. They've got their tickets out. They've got their phones out. They're asking for help. Everyone's like, what the fuck? You know, people are like, shut the fuck up. Like,
oh my God.
And then people are like, tutting and sighing and stuff, and they're like, no, this is definitely the movie. We're seeing the Wes Anderson movie, and this is it. So don't tell us that we're not supposed to be sitting here because you're in my seat. Oh, I'm going to have to go and ask someone for help. This is like, they're standing in front of everyone, and everyone's like, move, get out of the way. They don't. I don't know what happened at the end of the movie. And I just like, I think that this was like the week I came back from, I was in China and Korea and Japan. And this was like the first day that I came back, and I was like, our society is full of horrible, selfish people. And I don't know what we're going to do about it.
Yep. We may never
They
find
literally ruined the movie for like, I don't know how many people were in there, like 60 people. And they didn't care.
That's so mad. All right. No,
So that's that.
no definitive response to the Phoenician scheme.
No, I don't really. It wasn't great, but I don't really remember.
Rebecca, why does
I don't
he-
know what happened at the end?
Why does your
Cost
list
me
include
$50.
Oh my god. That's so expensive. Rebecca, why does your list include Crazy Rich Asians?
Oh, because I saw it on a plane.
Okay. Do we need to talk about Crazy Rich
No,
Asians?
the only thing that I wanted to say was that I saw it when it came out, and since then, I've become more Asia aware, and now I think the film is incredibly racist.
Oh, okay. Expound upon that, please.
Because the film is set in Singapore, right?
Yes.
But everybody is Chinese. It doesn't show anyone who, and Singapore's like made up of Singaporean Chinese, the sort of like ethnic Malaysian people and ethnically Indian people. But the Malay and the Indian people don't show up in the film except for like one shot of some servants.
Yeah, that seems a little
That's
bit
quite
rough.
bad, eh? And also they don't speak any Singlish in the film. Like they don't speak. No one in the film sounds like they're from Singapore.
Yeah. Okay. I'd love to go to Singapore, personally.
Well, now I think that I think it's sort of a mini Dubai.
Oh, don't say
So
that. Now I
you-
can't go to Singapore.
Yeah, I know. So I'm like, I'm not. I've been to Singapore before, so maybe it's fine for me to say that because I don't want to go there again. But there's a lot of opulence built on the labor
Yeah.
of Filipinos and ethnically Malay people that they like don't even live in Singapore. They live in Malaysia and they bust them in every night, and Bangladeshi people and stuff.
Okay.
It's like it's a country where it's like very normal to have sort of like servants in your home.
Yeah. All right.
So yeah, I didn't feel like the film was like sort of erasing that as such as it just sort of constructed an entirely false culture
Okay.
of Singapore where everyone was just Chinese.
All right, we're on to my list now. So, No Other Choice is the new Park Chan
The Vase
Wook, and it is like a satirical comedy based on a Donald Westlake novel, and I did not find it funny. I thought it was very convoluted and dull, and I was really gutted because the last movie he directed, Decision to Leave, I was like the world's strongest decision to leave warrior.
I haven't seen any of the movies.
I was pumping it up. Watch Decision. You watch Decision to Leave. It's like a kind of a mutant Hitchcock. It's really interesting.
Okay.
It's really cool. All right, Wicked for Good. I thought Wicked for Good surprisingly fixed some of the cinematography and sound mixing issues of the original film.
Yeah.
However, it was still shit. I think Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo were both really good, and I think some of the songs in it came out really well, but I don't think the story was well served. I think a lot of the added material was very confusing to what actually happens in the musical, and just made it kind of a weird nothing burger for a lot of the film.
To recap, Amelia watched a lot of cam rips of the Broadway show last year.
Yeah, look, I would recommend to anyone who enjoys Wicked to Google green slime tutorial.
Okay.
Yeah, search it on YouTube. After the first movie, I got a bit obsessed with the musical. And, I mean, sorry, it's not shit. It was, like, a bit boring.
How long is it?
It's like 2.5 hours long.
Okay, it's not 3 hours.
The whole musical is 2.5 hours long.
Yeah. So it doesn't need to be extra than 3 hours.
Why have they done this?
It didn't even need to have a part 2.
Now.
It could have been one film. Couldn't it?
Yes, yeah. Sorry, I thought you were going to say, couldn't they have ended on Defying Gravity?
No,
Raz. They
No,
need
I
to
know
sing.
that's the middle of the
They need to sing For Good at the end. Heads of State is where John Cena and Idris Elba are the heads of state of the US and the UK, and they have to work together in an action movie.
Oh my god. I've never heard of this.
Yeah, it was pretty goofy. It's
Okay.
the most explicitly pro NATO film I've ever seen in my whole life. They pretty much say, like, in words, well, NATO may get involved in some pretty bad shit, but if we don't have it, imagine how much worse things would be. Friendship, is this movie from last year? I feel like I saw it, I was only able to see it this year. This is Andrew DeYoung's directorial debut, but mainly known for being the Tim Robinson movie about a guy who kind of goes insane trying to be friends with his neighbor.
Right.
I thought it was awesome. I really liked it. I probably should have put it in my top 3, but I couldn't decide whether it came out this year or last year.
I think it was this year.
I think it was this year, but it's listed as being 2024. Grace, A Prayer for Peace. Lovely New Zealand art documentary.
Okay.
Reflection in a Dead Diamond. Hated it. I don't want to say anything else about it.
What is it?
It was in the film festival. I think it's Belgian.
Mm-hmm.
And it is like it's like a pastiche of 1960s spy movies and also of giallo cinema.
Okay.
But it doesn't have a plot. So it's like a whole lot of kind of like cool flashy shots that might be from a giallo that are not actually connected to any of the things that makes those good. I think it would be a really sick film to watch in 30-second chunks on TikTok.
Oh god. Friendship came out on the 17th of July.
Oh, okay.
It premiered at the Toronto Film Festival at the end of last year.
Okay. Well, maybe that was my favorite, one of my favorite films of the year. Grace. Oh no, sorry, done that one. Weapons. I really liked Weapons. I think that a lot of horror movies now don't know how to pay off their premise. My like pet peeve in modern horror movies is where instead of like having a satisfying ending that like thematically and textually, you know, is like a culmination of the previous things that happen in the movie, so many modern horror movies are like, oh, Act 3, time to go fucking nutso. Oh my god!
This is like,
we're setting off fireworks. Oh, it's shooting a cannon of blood at my eyes.
What's that movie we both didn't like?
The Suspiria remake.
No, that wasn't what I was thinking at all. It doesn't begin with B. It's about the woman who like goes to Airbnb and someone else is already there.
Yeah, that was the last movie by this guy.
Oh, same guy.
Barbarian. So I was really expecting not to like Weapons because I hated Barbarian with a passion. And Barbarian is just like, it just does the thing. It's like a proper movie that is also a horror movie. And I was very happy to see it.
Oh, okay.
Resurrection, everyone's bloody losing their bloody minds about Resurrection. I saw it at the film festival, so it's a Chinese anthology film directed by Baigan. And it is, people keep saying it's a science fiction film. Rebecca, it is not a science fiction film. In no way is it a science fiction film. It's like a magical realist fantasy film.
That's not science fiction.
No.
Science fiction means something.
Just because they say in the future there's a kind of a person who enters people's dreams in order to save them from the time-eating creature is a fantasy premise. Just because it's set in the future doesn't make it science fiction.
Yeah, like you wouldn't say that the Julio Torres TV program is science fiction.
No, someone probably would. Maybe someone would.
Can't remember what it's called.
But yeah, all of the because it's an anthology, so all of the films in it have like a kind of like a fantastical or magical realist thing. There's one that's about like a vampire. There's one that's about a guy who's trying to find a psychic, and this dude like gets this child to pretend to be psychic to trick him, but maybe someone is psychic. Resurrection. Okay. There's one about a guy being visited by a Buddhist spirit. As you can tell, not science fiction. Sorry, I'm really annoyed about this because I think I think it's silly that people keep calling it science fiction when it's really not.
I feel the same about books that have romance in them and books that are romance books.
Yes, absolutely.
Just because a book has a romance and it doesn't mean it's a romance book. Ooh, this is very different.
But yeah, so I had really mixed feelings about this. I thought that maybe
Sinners. Wait, what?
Resurrection.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, I had mixed feelings about it. I thought maybe 2/3 of the films in the anthology were really good. I really liked them, but the film is like 3 hours long. It's like 156 minutes. And it was just that's too long for me for an anthology film.
Yeah.
Because you end up thinking, why not just cut one of these? You know?
Yeah.
They're not like there are segues between the stories, but they're not like interlinked. There's just like a frame to them. And that's how anthology films work. Yeah. So I don't know. I think the praise that it's getting is overblown, but I thought parts of the movie.
Seen anyone talking about this?
But I thought parts of the movie were really good. Sinners. I thought Sinners was like kind of a fun, goofy horror movie, and then everyone's been talking about it as if it's like Schindler's List. I don't really understand.
But positively.
Yes, positively. This is another movie that I feel like, not being American, I just feel like I'm watching a different movie than everyone else. I don't know.
Same with Killers of the Flower Moon. Even though it's a different genre. It's like it's that sort of thing, right?
Yeah, where American people's response to this movie is entirely baffling to me.
They're sort of like, this is the preeminent film about race in America, right?
Yeah, whereas it's kind of like an exploitation horror movie.
Which there's heaps of.
Which is cool. We like an exploitation horror movie, but it's not like...
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. That has kind of soured me on it since it... Because I saw some publications put it as number 1 on the end of year list, and I was like...
Yeah, I saw a lot of people being like, I'm really confused why all of this sort of like Golden Globe Critics' Choice sort of stuff that's coming up is not just everyone from Sinners.
Yeah, people were like, oh, well, this list doesn't have Sinners. They must be really like racist. And I was like,
yeah,
what is going on? I feel like, it made me really feel like I was missing something. And obviously,
it's sort of like
the thing that I'm missing
world
is
sort of stuff. That would be crazy if we were like that, though.
Maybe we are like that.
We're not like that.
Maybe some people watch, what's a New Zealand film?
Tina.
Yeah.
Well, people are like, where's Tina on the Golden Globes?
No
one's doing that.
Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning was a very peculiar movie.
You watched all of the Mission Impossibles, right?
Yes, I watched all of the Mission Impossible films this year.
I've never seen any of them.
Some of them are very good. Mission Impossible Final Reckoning is odd because it's like very self-mythologizing, but also it wants to retcon some of the stuff that happened in the earlier movies, so it has fake flashbacks to things that didn't happen alongside real cuts to things from previous movies. Yeah, I thought it was okay. I thought it was okay. Black Bag, I really didn't like Black Bag.
You thought that you were gonna like it, right?
Yeah, because it's
you were hyped.
I was hyped because it's Steven Soderbergh's spy thriller.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought it was goofy and dumb. Universal Language is a Canadian film that is all in... Sorry, I thought the language they spoke... I thought it was called Farsi. This is saying Persian.
Oh, that's all right.
Is that the same thing? Oh, yes, it is the same thing. Okay.
I thought it was going to be an indigenous language or something.
No.
Or I was like, does Amelia not know how to pronounce the name of an indigenous language, or does Amelia not know how to pronounce Quebecois?
No, it's because I was like, I'm pretty sure it's Farsi, but I should check. And then on the Wikipedia page, it's like Persian. And I was like, I thought that was called Farsi. Okay. So basically, it's like an alternative reality of Canada where the French-speaking part is still French, but the English-speaking part is Persian.
Okay.
And everyone there is Persian and speaks Farsi.
That's
and it was
interesting.
Yeah, it was
It's high concept.
Yeah, I think it is worth watching. I think it didn't like totally blow me away, but I do think that people should see it because it's cool and interesting, and I don't think anyone else is making movies like it. Like, what if the country I lived was actually Iran? I think is a good premise for a movie. That means you should check it out. Yeah, and the plot itself is kind of like surreal, slightly fairy tale, tall story kind of thing. Yeah, I thought it was pretty good.
So
And
it's science fiction.
It's Persian fiction, and I hated The Brutalist, and that's it. There you go.
Well, we already talked about that at length.
Yes, we did.
I didn't know why you put The Brutalist in here because we didn't mention we didn't put any of the other Oscar movies in here.
Yeah, but I didn't see any of those other ones this year.
Oh, okay.
That was the only one that actually came out in cinemas here in 2025.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you did see Amelia Perez before I did, eh?
Yes.
Did you see the Bob Dylan movie?
No, I never saw it.
Oh, you didn't see it? Oh, okay, I see. Now I understand why that was on the list. Not some others.
There you go. That's 2025 in review. You can see now why I didn't really like it.
You didn't like the year.
Maybe if I'd seen, I didn't like the year in film. In life, I got married, which was really awesome. In film, maybe if I'd seen Twinless and A Poet.
Yeah, you should see Twinless and A Poet.
I can still do it. I'll do it.
Yeah, you can do it. It's fine.
Anything could happen.
In the next 2 weeks.
Anything could happen in the next half hour. All right, Rebecca, my friend, my co-host.
Yeah.
My confidant. What's coming up at the movies?
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to do Amelia's special question.
No, we're not up to there yet.
Okay.
Fuck. I gotta think of a question.
Yeah, I know. I was like, you didn't say a special question. Okay, upcoming movies. I haven't put the dates, but you can look them up. The History of Sound. Everyone in Wellington already saw The History of Sound because it was in the Wellington British and Irish Film Festival.
Okay.
And then people kept talking to me about it. I was like, I haven't seen it because it doesn't come out until the end of December. And they were like, oh, but it was in the Wellington British and Irish Film Festival. It's like, yeah, well, I wasn't there. Blue Moon, the Richard Linklater film.
Yep.
It's coming out. Hamnet, is it Chloe Zhao?
It's like the true story of Hamlet, and apparently everyone comes out of it crying and stuff.
Yeah, apparently the end is like very, very depressing.
Which has made me suspicious of the film.
But I haven't seen anyone say that they loved it, just that it was depressing.
I've seen a lot of people be like, it was so touching and emotional.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I follow a lot of British authors.
Yes.
What's the word for that? Not colleagues, not compatriots.
Co-stars.
Contemporaries.
Okay.
I have a lot of contemporaries I follow who see films in like a different order than we do in New Zealand. So I already saw a lot of people being like, Hamnet was overly sentimental. Avatar, Fire and Ash.
Who cares? Boo.
Premiere was last night, Wellington. I can't believe that sort of thing still happens, really.
No interest in that.
My only comment about that is that I didn't see the first Avatar, and that had like just come out when I briefly went to film school, and everyone was like, you've come to film school without having seen Avatar.
That's how people still talk about it on Twitter.
It's really weird. I was
as
like,
Twitter
I'm
dies.
I'm moving in different circles. But I don't hate myself. Rental Family.
Yeah, what is Rental Family?
That's the one where Brendan Fraser is in Japan.
Okay, I'm interested in this.
As part of like people who can be rented.
I would like to see a Brendan Fraser movie that is not directed by my enemy, Darren Aronofsky.
The Tarzan guy. George of the Jungle. Sentimental Value, which I've seen. I assume, Amelia, you should probably see it.
I would like to see it.
It'll be in the Oscars. I've never been to Norway.
Check it out. It's got fjords.
I haven't been to Norway I haven't been to Norway and I haven't been to Ireland because of the exorbitant costs of those countries compared to everywhere else in Europe.
Yeah.
Marty Supreme, it's coming out. We'll see that one, right?
Yeah, I would like to see Marty Supreme. I'm very interested in the safety trajectory.
Yeah, I've heard that they hate each other.
I don't know. I think that's not true. I think they just are not working
That would
together.
be funny.
I don't think they actually hate each other.
That'd
I think
be
they
funny,
asked
though,
one
wouldn't
of
it?
them. I think that would be really sad, Rebecca. I don't think it would be funny at all.
Okay. I don't have a brother, so.
Hatred between brother and brother? That's the kind of thing that causes bloodshed. Ah.
Alright, whatever. Yeah. Timothy and Kylie in the orange outfits.
Yeah.
And the other one is Wuthering Heights.
Yes.
Which seems like from the trailer that Margot Robbie will be doing her own Queensland accent, but Jacob Elordi will not be doing his Queensland accent. He will be doing an English accent.
I have so much to say about the Wuthering Heights adaptation. Emerald Fennel, my other enemy. I thought for a second watching the trailer, I was like, maybe this will actually be good. Because there was a scene where the sky was red, and I was like, maybe she's doing some like Powell Pressburger shit. And then then I read somewhere that it was a direct reference to
The poster of Gone with the Wind.
Yeah, Gone with the Wind. And I was like, because I refuse to watch Gone with the Wind.
I've never seen Gone with the Wind either.
Are
we losing credibility?
Oh, it's racist. We don't have to watch fucking Reconstructionist propaganda.
Okay.
Wait, not Reconstructionist propaganda. Whatever kind of Southern bullshit.
So every time that I say that I haven't seen something on this podcast, I feel like, the listeners are going to be like, these people don't deserve to be listened to.
Well, look, I've seen many other films from 1939.
The Wizard of Oz?
Yeah, I watched that again a couple of days ago.
From 1939.
I
find it easy to. I mean, obviously this has come up on the podcast before, but I find it easy to remember years.
They did a film of Goodbye, Mr. Chips
In 1939.
in 1939.
This is really like, get your film out now, because we're. It's a downward trajectory.
But yeah, it's I have no idea what she's going to do with Wuthering Heights. Apparently, it's only adapting the first half of the book. So there's not going to be any of the stuff about cousin marriage.
That it was about someone's memory of reading the book.
That's so mental.
Yeah, so I am kind of looking forward to it. That's a bright spot.
Yeah, that's a bright.
Something crazy might happen.
That's a bright spot. All right.
Amelia, special question.
Okay, yeah, we're at the end of the pod. No, we do the goodbyes, and then I do the
and I always get confused. I will say it has heated up to 29 degrees in this room.
I've put my fan thing on. Hopefully, it's not too loud.
No, I can't hear it at all. It is the coolest day that it has been in a while. It's only 24 outside.
Oh my god. Okay. This has been Cinema Bing Bong Season 2, Episode 1.
which is not how I labeled them originally.
No.
So I'll fix that.
No, you don't have to. It can also be episode.
Yeah, no, season 2, episode 1.
Yeah.
It's not season 2, episode 5 or whatever.
I have been Amelia. You can follow me. Follow me on Instagram. Actually, you know what? I'm
Yeah, she's
using
getting into it.
Instagram now.
She's following everyone else.
Follow me on Instagram at amamelia.zone. I tried to make myself easier to find. Rebecca, where can people find you?
Yeah, people can follow me on Instagram too at Rebecca K. Riley. I think too many people follow me on Instagram though.
Yeah.
It's getting a bit, I mean, because I think like 10 times as many people follow me as I follow people.
Well, you're
and
just
so whenever I
bragging
like
now.
post, it's like whenever I post something, I'm like, oh God.
Yeah, it's not going to the
A lot
gang.
of people are seeing that.
Yeah. And you can follow the pod at Cinema Bing Bong.
But that's where my idea comes in of girls close friends and everybody close friends.
This has been Rebecca's big innovation.
This is my innovation. There should be a girls close friend so that you can post like, look how shit I look in this pair of togs I'm trying on. Or like, oh, my boobs got sunburned. Because, you know, the people are close friends, but they're like your friend's boyfriend or something. You don't need to see that.
And
that's my comment on gender.
Yeah, so the podcast is, I think, we're like back. Yeah, okay, we'll be doing this like regularly again, so that's positive. We love the movies, so that means you should be telling people to listen to the podcast. You should be giving us little reviews on your podcast app. You should be rating us 5 stars. I'm not too proud to beg. Ain't too proud to beg for 5 stars.
We don't need critical reviews of the Bing Bong.
No, fuck that.
Well, if you want involved with other things where there are a lot of critical reviews, so I don't want that on.
If you want to be critical of Bing Bong, say it to my face. Come up to me.
Come over the bridge to Melbourne.
Yeah. I'll let you know what's what. Yeah, but that would be really awesome if you could rate and review us. Yeah, so Raz, are you ready for the final question?
Yes.
Which 2025 film would be improved by being a 2-parter Wicked style?
My first thought is Materialists.
What? You could add in so much more leg lengthening backstory. You could show the whole surgery in the movie.
The leg lengthening. How about a second half of Materialists that's gay?
Between who? Between Pedro.
Between Pedro Pascal and an entire new cast of characters. Oh, and the guy from Past Lives, he could be in it.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, that's my idea. A second part of The Materialists, or just Materialists, where Pedro Pascal and the guy from Past Lives are gay.
I think that Eddington should have been split in half. Because I think it would have made everyone so much more angry, and I think that would have been really funny.
Yeah.
If the whole first half of the film was just him getting mildly annoyed at irritating left-wing protest teens, and then the film just ended, and it was like, see you in part 2.
Yeah. I will say that, like, yeah, one thing that I didn't like about Eddington is I really don't like any films where they, like, play disability for laughs.
Yes, yeah, okay.
That
yeah, I forgot about
sucks.
that. That was because that's the
Really
the ending of the film, right?
Yeah. Anything where, like, someone is being moved slowly in, like, a wheelchair lift or something, that is, like, not funny.
No. And on that note, goodbye.
Goodbye. Okay, Amelia, in the movie Materialists,
Yes.
Dakota Johnson breaks up with Pedro Pascal because
What? Okay. Okay.
because he got leg lengthening surgery and he's actually 5'6".
What? Is that the plot of the movie, or is that just like a
That's
thing
the
that happened?
plot of the movie.
What?
They're in his $12 million penthouse. She's touching his the scars on his legs while he's asleep. He jumps out of bed, puts some track pants on, and leaves. And then she follows him, and he's like, "I guess you know what it is." And she's like, "How many inches?"
I have to see this movie.
And then she's like, I got a little help too, and points at her nose and her boobs, and he goes, "I figured."
I guess they're materialists.